Okay, we are live.
Hey,
What's
guys.
going on, everybody?
Woohoo.
How are you? Welcome to Atticus Live. We are coming to you live from... All right, yeah. Welcome to Panama.
Yeah, and thanks, Brad Scott, for introducing that song into our lives.
Brad, that was especially for you. It was so funny. Brad actually sent me a message before the stream with the link to that video, and I had already done all the work. So we're on the same page, Brad. All right.
So, hello, everyone. We've got Derek Raycraft. We've got John Angelo. We've got Brian Peck, Sailing Salty Mad Quest, Just Piddling. We've got Abner Garcia Roman. We've got Carlos. We got Brad Scott, of course. Elizabeth Miller, you're amazing. Thanks for joining us. Robert Smith, Moy Garcia. We'll hop in there, homie.
Yeah, so we got Brandon David, Marty Handley,
What's up, Marty?
35 Manning, Harry Cash, Tim Herzog, Beta Thinker. We've got, let's go to some of the earlier people here real quick.
Ooh.
Hugh Van Dyne.
Oh, hey, Hugh.
What's up, Hugh? Ted Hansen. We got Andrea, Derek Raycraft, Ron Travis, Bob Adam. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for joining us this evening. It's a really pleasant evening in Panama tonight. It's not super, super hot.
Yeah, usually this time of night I'm just sweating buckets.
Yeah. So, so we are. I'm really looking forward to tonight. This is going to be a blast. We have got a super cool giveaway today.
Yes.
And I've got some pictures for you. But basically, it is a wallet or wallets made by Travax. Company is Travax, and basically what they do is they make these super cool wallets. They're made out of titanium and really high quality leather, and it's got that bottle cap opener there, like a beer opener on it. And the reason that we're talking about it tonight is because we think this is actually a great product for sailors, because I've had a huge problem in the past with sand getting into wallets, and then the pockets keep that sand in them, and they just destroy and grind my cards over time. And then they get wet, and they don't ever really dry very well. And so these wallets are easy to dry. If it gets sand in it, it'll come out real easy. It's so easy to clean. Made out of materials that are going to last a lifetime or more. Got a bottle opener on it, and it's really small, and so you can just fit it in the side of your pocket. You don't ever have to sit on it. So
Someone really awesome must have got that for you.
Yeah, Desiree actually got me this for my birthday. So this was my birthday present. If you guys want the official Project Atticus birthday recommendation, this is it. So anyway, we're going to be giving away
one of these
tonight. But if you don't end up winning, don't worry. We actually were able to get a 10% discount to everybody that knows about our code. So just use the discount code or promo code Atticus at Travax.com. So yeah,
and I'll just
exciting.
say my favorite thing about this wallet is that this little thing locks, and so Jordan lost so many credit cards, and they would just be everywhere because his old wallet, which was I don't know how many years old, just was so loose and floppy that it wasn't even really a wallet. So cool. I love that puppy. Yeah,
so to get in on tonight's giveaway, you can donate $5 or more at the link in the description. It's projectatticus.live. We'll also be, I'm sure Dave will be throwing that out a couple times, as well as our robot messenger. And everybody say hi to Dave. Thank you so much for moderating tonight, Dave. You are the best.
Yeah, Dave was saying last week his boss came in while he was moderating. He's like, I gotta go. I'll be right back. So thanks, Dave. You're amazing. Oh, and Lisa Raypack says, Des, I love your hair tonight. Thank you. I hurt my ankle, so I haven't been able to shower in a couple of days, so I'm really greasy. So I decided to do a little braid to hide the grease. Too much information. Let's get some questions.
Daniel Oliver says Dave DeMan. I like that a lot, actually.
Dave DeMan.
Dave DeMan.
That should be a shirt.
Yeah, Dave DeMan.
All right. So we've got some questions that we can start off with. But if you guys have any questions for us, go ahead and shoot them at us, or any talking points you want to chat about while you have us. We have a question right here from Prentice W. Barry on Facebook. He says, I'm curious about the burglar bars, more specifically the ones for the overhead hatches. I believe I saw some footage of the bars for the companionway, which looked really cool. Prentice didn't seem to have a question, but we can chat about them a little bit. We are almost finished with the security bars. Actually, you can probably grab one of them here. But all we have left to do is figure out a way to actually have them lock from the inside.
But they are done. I mean, the bars are built. They work. The forward hatch is totally built. I'm really, really happy with it.
Yeah.
Now, like Desiree is saying, I'm trying to figure out exactly how we're going to lock the sliding hatch for the companionway when the bars are in place. Because I don't want to just have a padlock that connects to the, the way that you would conventionally lock washboards. I want to be able to do it from the inside. I'd also like to be able to do it. Well, anyway, so I'm
basically so we can get out quickly in case of emergency.
Yeah, I'm trying to design something. So, yep, we still got that going on.
I've got faith in you.
Yeah.
We've got Brett Smith says, guys, I would love to know if you have any difficulties flying your mizzen staysail with the location of your wind generator on the mast.
I would say we don't have any problem sailing with it. Once it's in position, it's fine. Now, we have to make sure that when we are sailing in general, we turn the brake on to the wind generator, because our topping lift, which holds up the aft end of the boom when the sail isn't up, that'll get slack a lot of the time when we're sailing, and so it'll kind of move around, and that can hit the blades of the wind generator. Not to mention the mizzen staysail could do something similar. And so we turn the brake on when we're sailing. And so what it really means is that it's just a challenge, an added challenge to get the mizzen staysail up and in place. Mm-hmm. But ironically, I know you're, in my head even, I'm trying to do the geometry. I'm like, no, it's in the way. It's not. The sail kind of goes off to leeward enough that it's not in the way enough to make it not work.
One thing that sometimes gets in the way is our main boom topping lift. And so when we're sailing, we just turn the wind generator off so that line doesn't kind of snag in there. It doesn't snag, it just hits it sometimes and then it misaligns the blades.
Yeah.
No bueno.
Jason Zach says, what are you drinking tonight? Good question. So right now I'm on the cold brewed tea. So this is...
Tonic water.
Desiree's
very
on tonic
exciting.
Water. Yeah. We learned, for those of you who have been watching our live streams for a while, we used to drink alcohol during our live streams, and it would just get sloppy by the end. Because when we're doing all of this stuff, we're not thinking about how much we're consuming. So there's definitely some live streams where I got pretty toasted.
I think you were dancing in one of them.
Yeah.
Like a ballerina.
Yeah, so.
Like an adorable little ballerina.
Yeah. So anyway, maybe that'll be like a patron-only perk. We'll do live streams where we drink.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Not a bad idea.
Well, I don't know if anyone wants to see us just get a little bit drunk.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, we're sticking to the tonic and tea tonight. What are you guys drinking? I know Marty Handley has a beer in his hand. Let's see. Any other questions? We got another one. Says RCHOFF from Instagram. He says, I want to see if you have any advice for someone looking to live the lifestyle you guys are. I'm just getting my ducks in a row and I haven't bought anything and I'm doing a lot of research. So anything at all would help me. And I would say personally, well, why don't you answer it and then I'll answer it.
Yeah, can you...
Basically, advice for somebody who's looking to live our lifestyle.
Oh, yeah. Gosh. And who's...
RCHOFF.
I would say...
Richoff.
I think the single most important thing for us, or for me at least, was to read as much as I could on the subject. YouTube wasn't as prolific of a thing when we were first planning. There was Delos, there was Wicked Salty, there was I think White Spot Pirates. She had some stuff, but that was it. So read as much as you can on the subject, because it really took me, I think, from that absolutely nothing. I mean, knowing seriously nothing, to being just kind of knowing enough to be dangerous. Yeah. And that's a big leap, because if you wait to make that leap until you actually own a boat, then all of a sudden it's going to be a lot harder because you're going to be playing catch up when you've already got a lot of catch upping to do.
I would also say everyone sucks at it at the very beginning. Buying your first boat, refitting your first boat, getting off the dock the first time, docking the first time. Everyone just sucks. If you don't suck, then you're just a unicorn and you walk in the light. And you're awesome.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, everyone just sucks when they first start out. And so one thing that I would say is try not to get down on yourself and try to not... I know how embarrassing it is to be in a boatyard working on your boat and everyone's looking at you like you're a complete idiot. And that's really hard to do. The sailing community is a little bit judgmental in that regard. But they're also very helpful, and once they see that your intentions are good and you're just going to work hard, you can find some good allies. So one thing that I think worked for us was try to just be as humble as possible and not kind of cower in the face of these new big challenges and be honest that you don't know anything.
Right. Yeah, totally. I like Joshua Andes says, going to read now. Wait until after the live stream.
Peace out.
Yeah. Then read. Live stream, read.
Graybeard.
In that order.
Graybeard says, no unicorns here.
Yeah. Angela and Kevin Grundy ask a great question. They say, are you fearful to cross the Pacific? Why don't you answer that first, bud?
I guess Jordan is a great captain because I don't think about any of the danger of sailing because I just trust him so much as a captain. And it's funny because we'll talk about situations that were a little bit sketchy on Atticus way after they happen, and Jordan tells me that he was freaking out in his head. And I tell him, you didn't look like it. I was fine because you looked fine. So the crossing the Pacific, I think I'm in a very privileged position because a lot of the responsibility and worry is resting on Jordan's shoulders, and I'm trying to take as much responsibility as I can to, lighten the burden a little bit. But he's learned more than I have, and we just have different responsibilities in our relationship right now. So I'm not really worried. I'm excited. I'll let him do the worrying.
Yeah, I think that, part of me, and that is funny. I think that is kind of a responsibility of any captain, right? That's almost the primary responsibility of a captain, is to really try to contain the fear inside yourself so that the crew, and this is true if you're a couple, or this is true if you're running a ship with 30 crew, right? The captain can't spread fear. It has to stop there, right? There has to be the sense that there is a plan, and that plan is going to make things work out. So I do think that is important. It's something I work on. Let me put it that way. It's not something that I'm just naturally I do. It's something that working on boats for a while I've seen captains do, and I try to do it too. But anyway, the thing that I'm excited about, the one reason I'm not worried is because the sail is downwind, right? And I've said this a couple times before that I'm very excited about a long downwind sail. I've talked to people. I was just talking to a guy here in the marina today about a Pacific crossing that he did, and he said that he went 72 hours without touching anything, right?
Nice.
I mean, not a single sheet, he just lived on the boat for 3 days.
That's cool.
And did not have to adjust a single aspect of the sailing configuration. And so this idea of downwind, relatively predictable weather, all makes me excited, right? Because compared to dodging cold fronts in the Caribbean and, never really knowing if you're going to have to get hard on the wind from time to time, that kind of stuff is what really stresses me out about passages. The thing I'm nervous about is, I am just, in a way, I'm nervous about the time, but that'll kind of sort itself out. Really, I'm nervous about something going wrong that we can't manage.
Right.
And so that would really come down. Food, we're going to have enough food. That's just a matter of having enough food. Water, we're going to have to really make sure that whatever water maker solution we come up with, we're going to have plenty of spares. And then finally, the rig, which is what we're working on right now.
Ooh,
Yeah, which real quick, I'm gonna, because I want to get to more questions, but we've got the bases that we cut off of the masts here,
and
this is the extrusion.
And
that we
have
cut
any of you guys cut off the bottom of your mast